Ladies and gentlemen, live from T-Briz Studios, it's the Adult Baby Show.
I'm a sweet boy.
I'll let a girl suck any part of me. I mean, honestly.
It's just in my mouth, just.
Oh, like, I'll try anything once.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Except getting to work on time.
You just ruined my day. Fuck your day.
Oh, let's get the feet involved.
It's not a nut. Maybe I shouldn't say that out loud with you.
Some people
Yeah.
are absolutely
Uh-huh.
disgusted by me.
He ain't lying.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Adult Babies Podcast, episode 283. I am B.
Chick.
I'm Ryan.
And I'm Neil.
There he is.
He knows how to do it.
Whew.
Well,
283, guys.
know.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's like 5 years. Is that 5
I think
years?
it's
We're going on 7, but there was a hiatus.
there was a hiatus.
I was going to ask about that, yeah, because I'm going back and listening, and I feel like there's not like these are further back than
you-
it would be.
We
Yeah,
used to do 2
yeah.
episodes every Saturday. And then we
And
would
but
every
release
other
them.
Saturday.
Yeah.
And we would, but that's why every other episode was trash.
Because he was stretching.
yeah.
We
Yeah.
get tired, fall asleep.
But
Yeah.
how long was the hiatus?
Well, when Taylor quit and when we started again with Chris was probably
Taylor? Never
Taylor.
even heard of him.
T-Briz.
The first producer. He didn't last very long.
No.
He lasted like 20 episodes.
Is that it?
I think
Yeah.
I thought it was 28.
That's so funny.
Maybe it's 28.
So if I
He's
think it
good
was
too.
like
If he watches, I'm like, I think he's good.
He's great.
He's good on
He's
the podcast.
fantastic.
Yeah,
he burned
he's a funny,
himself out
funny
and he couldn't
guy.
take me.
Yeah.
He's doing great things with music right now, by
Yeah,
the way.
I just put out a song. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
What's he doing?
I don't know enough
Like
about
production,
it.
a lot of
He
production
does
for other people.
He's big
seems
on
like.
making music and helping people production wise.
Yeah.
He also is like a genius. He could do he makes code and like he'd build a
Yeah.
video game from scratch. Like he's a fucking whiz.
He could probably tell us how the camera works above the car when you're parking.
Yeah.
You know?
I feel like I explained it pretty well.
Yeah, I guess you did.
I think you did.
yeah. You're the new T-Briz.
I guess I don't know for sure. I was guessing. When I see it, I go, oh yeah, there's cameras over here, and they just.
It sounded right. It was better than what we thought of.
So I listened back when you and Ricky were on. I listened back, and this might not be the way to open the show, but you said something about using a handicap stall, and they used the sink in the stall, and everybody just agreed that like, oh yeah, there's a sink in the handicap stalls.
Sometimes.
And I've never seen that in my life.
Really?
I've never seen- did I say agree
yeah,
with it?
everybody was just like, oh yeah, why, you actually go, yeah, why are there sinks in the stalls, in the handicap stalls? And everyone was just like, said that they just agreed
I don't
on
remember
it.
that.
And I was like,
I don't remember it either, but I know that I've seen
you've seen that.
so many times.
I second guess my reaction because I don't know if I've ever seen it.
I don't know if I've ever seen it either.
What?
Maybe I was thinking
Well,
about handicapped sinks. You know, they're low to the ground. They could
Yeah, but-
accommodate a...
a separate sink
Wheelchair?
in the stall.
Yeah.
Yeah, never in my life have I seen
Why
it.
would they need...
And then you two and Ricky were all like, yeah, that's crazy. That does
All right,
exist.
well, you guys just got yourselves infinite amount of texts, photos from bathrooms with sinks.
Every time you see one,
Every time.
I welcome it. I'm not saying it doesn't exist. I'm saying, I was like, how come I'd never seen this? And there's 4 guys here who are acting like this is the most common thing.
Hey Siri,
This guy,
show me photos of handicap stalls with sinks in them.
I've never seen somebody use Siri more than Neil. Neil,
Yeah,
is
yeah.
I
a
noticed that he
heavy
sent
Siri.
a text on Siri.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I
do you know?
never think to talk into my phone to send a
Oh,
text.
look, it's... I don't see anything.
Yeah, look.
I don't care enough to look at it, but
That's valid as hell, man. That's the most valid thing.
That's
Maybe
hilarious.
sometimes we just agree just to like...
Move the story forward.
Yeah.
It's called Yes and, bruh.
Yeah, we were yes ending.
Yeah.
But I don't remember seeing sinks in handicap
I
stalls.
see them all the time. I'll send you a
can't
photo
wait.
of me shitting in one.
But
the
why would they
sink
need
or
a
the-
why would they need a separate sink?
because they don't want to maybe have to dress after they shit or do whatever it is. It's just easy.
The one thing that I've noticed is it'll have the paddles and not the automatic.
What do they have, flippers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the pinball.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking
Isn't
about?
or those
wait,
always
that
get
was
a lot
serious?
hotter than any other type of knobs?
The paddle knobs?
Paddles? I feel like
Yeah.
those things always get so much hotter. Is that a...
I'm afraid I'm going to be like, yes, and then in 3 years, somebody's going to be like, what do you, have you ever tested the temperature of a paddle to a knob?
Do you want
Somebody, it's just gonna be him. It's
gonna be-
somebody.
at
it's
my
gonna
new
be-
I've been listening
job?
back to old episodes.
At my new job, this I've actually mentioned this to a few people while in the bathroom washing hands. Like the power in our faucets is unreal.
Good.
Like, yeah, but the hot gets so hot so quick that you have to put the cold on too to make it tolerable without burning yourself. But
Yeah.
then you just splash. It's just like now with the water, it's just coming out like a fucking Niagara Falls.
Yeah, I
There's
don't-
so many wires in front of Ryan.
Oh,
that
I know.
Him leaving was like Catherine Zeta-Jones in Mission Impossible, like trying to get.
I was just trying to get another Mission Impossible.
But
It's 3
this-
episodes in a row.
This is a once an episode thing that I've noticed that Ryan will get up middle of the podcast and
Fix
start
a camera in the middle.
He'll start adjusting.
I don't like the fact. I don't like that the camera is in Neil's camera. I don't like that.
Oh, that you
I don't
see
like that
the
you can see
camera
the camera
in
in the
it.
frame. But
This?
yeah, I don't know why I set that up differently this week, but
Oh
It's
yeah,
fine.
look at that.
yeah.
Well, we did spring you with an early surprise. You left us out there in the cold for about 10 minutes.
He didn't leave us out. All we had to do was I called him and he picked right up and came up.
Yeah, usually I'm just on top of, you guys just share your location with me, then I can get alerted when you pull up in the driveway.
Maybe we will.
Yeah, that
We'll do
seems
that.
extreme. I don't want to know where you are all the time, but
I don't need you to know where I am.
I don't care.
I'm in a
enough.
handicap stall.
you can do if you ever put like in a GPS, you can say share my ETA with somebody. So
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
maybe it'll get alerted that you're
Maybe
almost
I
here.
can do that.
Yeah.
And it will tell you when
that's
around
good.
about time.
Yeah.
that
But
we'll
if
be
it's if you, okay, yeah.
here. Does it update if we hit traffic after?
Whatever it says your ETA is, that's what it's gonna show me.
Oh, all right, cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we went to it. We were going to a game last night, yesterday.
Yes.
Me and
What
Chick.
game?
St. John's and Seton Hall, college basketball.
A lot of great time.
It was a great time. Our buddy, it was our buddy's 40th birthday, so we got
St.
it.
John's is Queens. Seton Hall is North Jersey,
I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, and they played at UBS, the place in
Elmont.
In Elmont, yeah. But anyway, we're leaving around. Chick's gonna pick me up. We're going to our buddy's house beforehand. He's gonna pick me up between 2 and 2:30, right? So I run out to 7-Eleven beforehand. I get some beers because we're going to a friend's house beforehand.
Pre-game.
Pre-game. I come back and I get to my apartment and I realize I locked my goddamn car keys in my car, which I've done multiple times now because
Because you're an idiot.
you know what it is? Yes, and also the push button start has destroyed me
Oh, I hate it.
because I throw my keys, and I'll tell you why.
Why aren't they in your pocket?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Put them in your pocket. Problem solved.
Well, I'll tell you why. Because I don't have my car is you have to open it manually. Like there's no button to open the door, open the lock.
Wait. Mm-hmm. So the door key is a key, but then the
Yes.
ignition, that is poor. That's poor.
some
It's
backward
awful.
ass.
I have a
Yeah.
Jeep Wrangler. It's bare bones Wrangler. Like I have
Bare
push-
bones
but a push
Wrangler.
button
But a push
start.
start.
because I think it and like a camera, a backwards camera. But
Well,
everything
that's
else,
safety.
Camera.
Rear view.
but
yeah.
everything else is
Backup camera. Backwards.
What do you call it?
Manual.
Backup camera?
No.
It's a backup camera.
The backup
Yeah,
camera.
you
What did
said-
I call
you said
it?
a backwards
Backwards.
camera.
Like they filmed everything backwards.
No. Yes, it's it's a stick shift, and it's also to roll down the windows. You have to do it yourself. It's old school.
What an asinine car.
But the ignition.
I almost bought this car with no air conditioning,
But the ignition is.
but the
push-
ignition is push button.
Is it the remix to Ignition? Especially hot out the kitchen?
Yeah, I think it might be.
I hate it.
That was one of those hacky, funny jokes.
The bottom line is, I left my goddamn car keys with my apartment keys in there, so now I'm holding my beer and stuck outside.
Yeah.
And it's 2:15, and God knows when Chickalo's going to show up. You know?
Yeah.
Because he's never on time, and I also left my phone in my apartment because it's not charging.
So you've lost two credit cards in the last 2 weeks.
Something's not right with me. I'm also breaking out, so
Is
that's another thing. Something's not right.
Is the medication affecting your brain?
It might be. Something's
Also-
going on with me.
Why are you sitting like that?
It's comfy to me.
Okay.
I was gonna say the same thing, Neil.
I've never
I said
seen
maybe
that.
that's why he doesn't put his keys in his pocket
Yeah,
because he
because
sits like that.
it crushes his
It's
nuts.
not, my ball. Well, I'm sitting cross-legged, and I
You
sit with my
seem
legs.
like you're trying to put your balls behind your thighs. That's how you're sitting.
They fit. I don't know, man. They fit comfortably in there. Whatever.
I'd fuck me.
So anyway, I could do it both. You guys are just jealous because you can't cross your legs. That's what it is.
Ryan's doing it.
I can
I
do
could
it.
cross them.
I do it. I feel like I've done it. on the
And
podcast.
Ryan-
No, but
Ryan didn't
that's-
say anything.
No, that's how. Yeah. No. That's a different kind of.
This is,
crossing.
he's doing,
I
he's
can't
doing
do
this.
that.
That's no. Yeah.
I
that's,
feel like
he.
Sharon Stone if I'm trying
Yeah.
to do this.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, you don't look like him. So
Brendan Ryan's sitting side saddle, right?
It's comfy.
Yeah. Flash me your balls like Sharon Stone.
I could if I weren't. So anyway, so now I have a problem because Chick's picking me up, and I'm freaking out because I can't get in touch with him. We're going to this game. So I end up, I went to my job, which is right there, and I went to call. I had to call my. What am I supposed to do? What would you do?
No, I'm laughing that you said like it was like how far you went. You just went down the street to your job.
Well, I was freaking out. I go to my job, and it's one like an office phone where you have to like dial 9-1 to get out of there.
I feel like Brendan has hacked life.
How
Everything
have I
he
hacked
does
life?
is on one block.
yeah.
You're everything.
Everything.
That's so awesome.
It is.
You reached out to me last week about how
I'm still baffled by it.
I.
He like 3 or 4 venues on his block.
By the way, when I moved to that apartment,
No
there was
venues.
no comedy.
You brought it all.
Brendan Ryan brought comedy at Main Street.
I feel like there's like comics moving to Farmingdale for
Yeah.
For Brendan.
for the comedy scene.
Well, Brendan is the comedy.
He
scene.
upstarted comedy in Farmingdale.
Yeah.
They all came to me. So anyway, I'll finish this
you
quick.
build it, they
I
will
go
come.
I go to the
I bet you don't.
my company. It's one of these office phones where I have to dial 9-1 first.
Yeah.
You know these? So I'm
Yeah.
all confused. I dial 9-1 and I do 1-5 once. I end up calling the goddamn cops.
Yeah,
And I
saw that
hung
coming.
up. I hung up on the
Because you
cops.
did 911.
And so then they showed up. So then
Well,
they
they
showed
didn't
up.
show up. But like I realized that my mistake and I hung up right away. And then I called my mom. And as I was
Then
on,
I called my mom.
and then as I was on, well, that's the only number I know. I didn't know his number.
It's the only number I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. How many numbers do you know?
Yeah.
My
Outside-
ex-wife and me.
outside your
There you
contact?
go.
Oh, and my childhood home.
I
Yeah.
know about 5 friends just because they have the same numbers since
I have a
before the
few.
change.
But this is the
I
one
know,
where
I know
my,
one number.
which one? Yours?
Cheryl's number.
Okay.
It's the only number because like I knew it before when I had to dial it.
I know
So
my
we-
family's
we all
numbers,
know a
and I know
few
a
numbers.
handful of friends. Yeah.
I don't know any numbers, but I know how. Like I muscle memory
On a
on the
rotary?
Actually, I did. I wrote down. I have another number in my wallet. Maybe I still have it in there of somebody else I was seeing, and I thought like if I ever need to get a hold of them, so I wrote it down physically, put it in my wallet so I'd have it because I'm like I'll never remember this. But I should probably do that. I should probably make like a little list of like a couple of numbers, a hard list of a
It's
couple
like an
numbers.
emergency
Yeah,
list.
put it in my
That's a
wallet.
great
Numbers,
idea.
yeah.
I'm gonna do that too when we get home.
Speaking
When we
of
get
those,
home.
When we
All
get
right,
home.
sweetie. What's, I'll help you. I'll get the paper. Yeah.
they have like
guys have a little
packages that people have that like God forbid they ever get kidnapped or murdered, like that have their hair.
Go bags.
That's what they're called. Oh, I didn't. No,
I have a
but-
go bag. It's a gun, 2 fake passports, and a wad of cash.
No, I'm not talking about. No, I'm talking about like it's got like a piece of her hair and all these things too. God forbid you ever just find her body, you could like
piece of her
match
hair.
it.
Oh, like DNA samples?
Yeah, I guess it's called the DNA kit or a missing kit.
Don't
I
get
don't
me
know.
started.
what the
I
fucking-
also have
Don't
a
get me
piece
started.
of
Don't get
every
me st-
girl that's gone missing's hair.
Yeah.
What?
That wasn't good. Cut that out.
No.
So, all right. So
Yeah, go.
I'm a little lost in your story now. So let's,
you call
let's
your mom-
reset.
It's,
So-
it's hard to tell a story in this
I
goddamn
know.
room.
I know
Yeah,
it is.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the worst.
It's not you. To
Oh,
everybody.
So you locked out of your car.
Locked out.
Call your
You got-
mom.
Go to Main Street.
You phone.
Call your mom.
Call the cops. Then call my mom. Cops call my store. The other guy picks up. He's like, I don't think anybody called the cops. I was like, I might have called the cops.
I
I'm
might
sorry.
have called the cops.
And then now this whole time I'm freaking out because between 2 and 2:30 he's gonna pick me up, right? So now that by the time my mom drops off the keys, it's around 2:35.
Your mom has a spare set of keys.
She has, yeah. I keep my apartment keys there.
Can I say
Where
one
else
thing?
would I keep it?
Now, in my head, you know,
Here
you
we
continue.
go.
No, go.
No. Tell me in your head. We haven't gotten to you into this
That's
story.
why I was going to say, just go.
So anyway, yeah, my mom has a spare keys. Who else would I give it to?
No, I'm thinking that's a good idea.
She lives down the block.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah.
Like the Seinfeld episode where they all talked about like it was a spare set, like who has your spare set.
Yep.
Yeah.
So now I run home in a hurry because I'm like, Chick could be here any minute. And
He acted it out a little bit for us.
and I ran up there and I look at my phone and no text messages. I'm expecting Chick to be calling me. I call him up. I'm like, Chick, did I miss you? It's 2:35 now. And he goes, nah, still haven't. I got to get dressed. Still got to take a shower. He showed up at like 3:15.
No, it wasn't 3. It was 3.
All right, maybe it was 3.
Are you typically an on time person?
Depends on what it's for.
You've never been on
but
time,
I was going to get to say, no, I'm on time
Today you
plenty
were
when I
early.
want to. Yeah, I'm on time plenty when it
was
depends on
early
what's
today.
going on. I decided mentally in that because after I talked to him and told him 2 to 2:30, I talked to my buddy whose house we were going to, and he's like, we're going to get there at like 3:15. So he's like, maybe a little earlier. So I was like, all right, there's really no rush then. So I decided in my head I was picking him up around 3.
But he doesn't tell me. My problem is
I just didn't really relay it. I figured he'll hit me up around 2:30, say, where are you? And I'll just say, I'll be there in a half.
But like
I didn't realize that was going to happen.
I spend like you don't understand like for a guy that's always late. I run different. Where if you tell me at a certain time, I plan my entire morning to be ready at that time.
But you still wouldn't have been.
Well, in this
because
case, I
of
wouldn't
the,
have
yeah,
been.
because of the thing.
But I would have been if I had not
you
locked
wouldn't
myself
have.
out.
Would have
yeah.
been ready by 2:45.
Yeah, but still, it
I
was
should
just
have told you, yes.
Yeah.
I'm not denying that. my failure to communicate.
yeah. It was just an
What
He
we
annoying.
called me
have
out
here-
of breath, and I was just like, no, I'll be there soon.
He just didn't give a shit. His lack of like I care too much about time, and he
Yeah.
doesn't care. And I've mentioned this so much where it's exhausting.
Yeah.
This story was more of an indictment on me being an idiot for leaving my keys in the car and then going to my job and then calling the cops,
Yeah.
all for nothing. I'm sorry I brought
Well,
it
it's
up.
nothing. I mean, you got in just in you got in time.
Yes,
you
I
know,
got
all that
there.
stuff is you had to do all that stuff.
And
anyway,
I
you
sat-
just lucked out that he wasn't on time.
By the way, and I also sat outside my apartment for like 10 minutes in the cold, just like waiting for him to show up.
yeah,
It
at
was
least your
just-
beers are staying cold. You know, it's cold out. So
I
yeah.
threw them in the apartment already because I was able to get up like into like where my apartment, like the door, but I couldn't get inside.
But at the
Yeah.
end of the day, I saved you money.
He did save me money. He drove me. We had a great
You didn't have
time.
to pay for the train, and me and you got a free parking too.
We had a great time at the game.
did you
UBS.
see parking?
Have you guys been
It
to
came
UBS?
with the box. It came with it.
Yeah, I went last year, a year and a half ago, whatever. I went maybe for 1 hour of the game. I went.
Okay.
Yeah.
Beautiful arena.
Really nice
Gorgeous,
arena. They did a good job there.
Oh, is that where the Islanders play now?
Yeah. Close to the train station.
So did you have to park like out like in a different lot and then they bus you over?
No, we
No.
were close. So
Did
that's
they-
why I didn't know what everybody was talking
sold out
about.
though. It was packed though, right? I mean, this must have been a sold out.
It was
Not sold out at all.
wasn't sold
No,
out.
it's college
Really?
basketball.
College basketball.
Yeah, college basketball. It's like the
Not St.
fourth biggest sport in the country.
You know,
No, it's
it
not.
But
was
not here.
It was St. John's, Seton
in a
Hall.
couple years, maybe.
I guess
but
I
not
figured
right
like
now.
if you guys are going, like, oh, it must be like something that a lot of people do. So, but maybe not.
It's just
Did
because
they-
they were playing over here.
yeah.
Did they tear down the Coliseum, Nassau Coliseum?
No,
Or that's still up.
no,
that
yeah.
shit box is never going to get torn down.
No, I think they're making it.
I thought they were just adding stuff near
I
it.
think they're trying to make it like a casino, maybe, or
I think
I
that
think
might
they were
have fell
trying to do-
through. They were trying to do that.
yeah.
It might have fell through.
You know, by City Field, they're doing a lot. They're planning
Yeah.
a lot.
They've
City
been playing
Field's going to
that-
be beautiful. They're going to put the
they've been playing-
NYCFC stadium there too.
They've been planning that for.
Yeah, but they
I mean,
already
as long as I've been
finally,
a
No,
No, but
Met fan.
there's like blueprints now.
They also
Sure.
totally
Yeah.
destroyed. I think they flattened everything there already.
I
like,
haven't
like
s-
the shops,
the
like the
chop
chop
shops.
shops
Yeah.
right there.
Oh, those are
Yep.
gone now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then I believe it. But
There's a great chop shop there. A great name of one called Recommended.
I like that.
Yeah, I like that. Name.
oh, that's great.
Recommended.
That's so. But also amending the wreck.
Look at that. He's right.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's what. That's
The
why-
wreck was amended.
That's
So is
why-
that a triple
that's-
entendre?
No, it's the double.
It's just the one,
It's
two.
recommended, and it's
But it's wreck. It's wrecked.
amended.
It's recommended.
That's why I like it. I don't like it just because it's called recommended. I like it because it's called recommended.
Well, I would like it if it was just WRECCOMEND.
yeah, I don't know. It's spelled with a
But
W.
also, I would be stoked if it was WRECK dot
I like the dash. You gotta do the
AMMEND.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Like
That's
recommend.
three. Wrecked, amended, and recommended.
Okay.
Wrecked amended.
yeah, that's two.
No. He's separating them. I'm all right.
You just separated. It's
How am I? What's wrong
That's
with
all right.
it's a
separating?
That's
double
all right.
entendre.
All right.
It's
all right.
recommended and it's recommended. Show me a third. Show me a third.
forget it.
Show me a third entendre.
I separated. You saw. I was.
Yeah, he just said
knew,
it differently.
He knew what my brain was.
He just said it
thinking.
differently. He was
like
like,
it.
"That's a third one too."
I like
he
it,
knows
but it-
why I said it.
Yeah, I
He
like it.
understands.
But in 3 years, if he challenges me on it, I'm going to throw you under the bus like you threw me under the bus.
She goes, "It's recommended, recommended, and recommended."
no, I said it's wrecked. It's whatever.
Why do you keep
Forget
saying wrecked?
it. The car's wrecked?
Wreck.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So you had a good time. You
Anyhow.
got
It was fun.
Yeah.
It was
Who
enjoyable.
won?
IBS Arena.
IBS,
IBS
Arena.
Arena.
IUD Arena.
Seton Hall won.
St. John's blew it.
Yeah, they stink.
Yeah.
But you know, it is what it is.
Great times.
I like a sweet. I'm a sweet guy.
Oh, you were a sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
We weren't
that's the way
with
to
all
do
the
it.
peasants and the common folk. We were, you know.
So it was extra special.
Was
was there,
Taylor
is there
Swift there?
glass right in front of you? You're out. Like,
It
there's
has
no-
it has a like a private little room, and then like it's got like the stools, and then you have like a whole little section.
Duel at IBS Arena.
Such an idiot. And then you have like what, maybe 5 rows
that are
of-
outside with no
that
glass
are
in
outside
front of
with
it.
no glass. Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
Fantastic.
It was
Yeah.
it was perfect.
That's right. Because I haven't been like if I go to the Ducks game, if I ever go to a Ducks game, it's usually because somebody gives me box tickets. That's the only reason I'll go to a Ducks game.
Who buys Ducks tickets on their own?
No,
I've
it's
done
it's just companies.
It's
Yeah.
It's
companies.
just companies, and they're just giving them out.
giving
yeah,
them out. There's no
100%.
yeah.
I have a
No
theory.
one's
Nobody's
buying-
ever
That's
paid
true.
for a
We
No,
were
Ducks
I've
game.
known
through the
2
Ducks.
huge like Ducks fans, like who like know the players. And,
I
yeah,
met a guy
might
like
know
I
the
can't take
players,
those
You
people
do?
serious.
I mean, I don't know right now because it's like in between, but like I knew
Once-
like who the managers were. and
R.I.P.
stuff.
Bud
Yeah,
Harrelson.
Well, Bud Harrelson, that was an easy one to know.
Edgar Alfonso was there for a while, and
Well,
play-
once in a
some
while
players,
they'll
yeah.
get big guys.
Yeah.
Well, they get guys that are mending recommended.
I like a Ducks game though. A Ducks game
It's a fun night out. You know,
Yeah,
It's always
Yeah.
it's
But
always
it's
a good
just
night.
it's the same. Every ticket in the stadium is purchased by the same companies that buy the ads
Yeah.
in the play in
yeah.
in the playbook, whatever it's called. What do
Yeah,
call
they
that?
have their
Play-
name.
program, the
Their name is on the
program.
outfield wall
Yeah, yeah,
somewhere,
yeah.
and they also have a
That's
box.
the game I went to. I still have the picture in my apartment of my company's logo on it.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
and that night.
But if you get a box there, it's nice. You know,
Yeah.
because it's the same thing. It's
Very enjoyable. Very enjoyable.
fun.
Yeah.
I like a minor league game
Yeah, minor league games. Are,
you go to
are-
minor
they're-
league
they're
games
fun.
on the road?
Yeah,
a lot.
yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, 'cause
I
it's like
can.
$15, and you
Yeah,
know,
they're
Yeah,
usually
you're in all
they're usually
these
early.
towns.
Yeah, they're usually early games. Yeah, it's fun.
Best stadium. Best minor league stadium.
Best
you've been to.
minor league. Oh,
Yeah,
no,
can
they're
you-
all terrible. But
There's nothing good.
I mean, it's cool. All the Boston affiliates, they all have Green Monsters.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
so that's kind of
that's fun.
cool. And Aberdeen, the O's double A or whatever, it's Cal Ripken Stadium, so it's like a little bit. He did a nicer job.
Nicer.
Yeah, because he wants it to be like a sports complex. So.
I went to the stadium that they filmed Bull Durham in. Like,
Oh, yeah?
minor league. Was that in maybe Charleston or
It's
by the
Carolina.
river?
no.
Yeah. That was a nice stadium, you know. And I had to do like I was a kid. I had to do like like they keep kids out, so I had to you put my head on the bat and you spin
Oh,
around and you
yeah.
try to run. Yeah, I lost. terribly to a woman. To a girl, yeah. And I was like, I lost a girl. I'm like, I'm progressive. I might be young, but I'm progressive. I understand women can beat me, even in the dizzy bat spin race.
Both of my brothers were honorary bat boys for the Yankees because my dad, we knew some guy who worked for them, and then the year I was supposed to.
What does honorary mean?
You're not the bat boy, the real one. You come out before the game, you meet all
Okay.
the players, you know, you're in the
title
dugout
only.
for a little. Yeah, exactly.
Their Trenton team has a dog as a bat boy.
Get out of
Really?
here.
Yeah. The dog runs out, grabs the bat. runs
Oh,
back.
did I see a clip? Was that the dog that's like one of the players accidentally grabbed the bat and went to go bring it in, and the dog went to run and like stopped and like it looked sad, and
Yeah.
then the player realized and they put it on the ground and the dog darted out and grabbed it, come back to get it.
Yeah.
That was cute.
I think they're the Trenton Thunder,
Trenton
and I think
Thunder,
the
by the
dog
way.
is called Thunder.
I have a story about the Trenton Thunder. My buddy, a good friend of mine, was going to school for like sports management, and he interned with the Trenton Thunder, and he was the mascot. So he would have to go out and do like events. So there was one event that he had to go out and do where like the kids just turned on him and started beating him up, and it's hilarious. I mean, he tells the story. I don't know it great, but it's that's what I do. I tell stories that I don't know great.
yeah, he goes, I have a story about the.
I think it's Randall Simon. He was maybe on the Pirates, and they were at Milwaukee, and Milwaukee has the sausage race.
Yes.
And he
Dad.
smashed one of the sausages with a bat, like as a joke, but like there's a person in there.
like,
That's
you feel
I
like, oh,
remember that.
Did you think like there was enough padding to like not?
Yeah, the guy wasn't hurt, but he
Yeah.
went down.
Yeah.
What's that do for the greater good?
Did you guys see the mascots versus kids football games?
No.
Was that on Nickelodeon during the?
I just seen random YouTube video, and it happened a lot around the Super Bowl. But Christian McCaffrey actually played in one once, and there's a picture of him like scoring it. But it's great because
Oh, as a kid?
the mascot's taking these kids out, stiff arming them. Like if you could ever see a highlight reel of it, they're fucking hysterical. But I always find that there's adults in that just beating up on little kids and fans.
That's funny.
I would love to be a mascot.
No, you wouldn't.
It's tough, I guess.
I
Right?
bet it
Day,
stinks
maybe?
like shit in
Hot.
there.
Yeah, especially baseball. You're out there. It just I don't
Yeah.
know. One time. I
One
just
time.
want to
One
get
time,
into
one
that
time.
little
One
man.
time.
What do you when you say that? What are you are you referencing Fuji's too?
Yeah, that's
is
what
that
I
what
thought.
is that what is that what
It's
it
the
is?
One time.
Fugees, yeah.
Like there wasn't like a second reference of
Maybe.
one
two
time.
times.
Yeah.
One time.
All right.
Yeah.
So I want to talk about your. Is there anything interesting about the comedy school that you taught for a few weeks?
Yeah.
No, there's nothing interesting.
Come
Oh,
on.
okay.
It was fun. That's all.
Yeah. All right.
Anybody good on there? See any potential?
I mean,
You said
this
that you-
this
There
this,
must have been
this
something.
next section could be pre. We could put this in the pre banter before we started
Oh, all
recording.
right.
All right, then we won't say.
Yeah,
it.
we don't have
But
to
you
go
like
with
you just said like everybody's fun. But
No.
you said there was some people that you put up against.
No, I would put anyone in that class
Oh, okay.
up
That's what you're-
against
some a lot of
a
local-
couple of other people.
right.
Yeah. I don't want to get. Should I just get?
I'd rather you get. I like when people get got.
I think we have to go by
I don't know
names.
if I'm ready. I don't know if I'm
Go by
ready to just
names,
like
doesn't
light
matter.
things on fire yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to be a little further along before I start setting
Or
fires.
setting fires.
But yeah, I think every one of them was at least gave a shit, and I think that's the important part.
Are you gonna do it again?
Sure.
Can Chick be in your class?
No.
How many weeks was it?
4 in a class. 4 in a
4 in a show?
showcase.
That's
Showcase.
short, man. That's for
That
that many
is.
people. Like,
So my goal was just get them comfortable on stage. I wasn't really concerned with the writing. If anyone had specific questions, I would
Yeah.
I would field whatever. I would do the best of my ability. But my goal was just get everyone comfortable on stage to the point where like they looked comfortable on stage.
yeah,
Because my theory is you're not taking an intro to stand up class if you don't think you're funny. You know what I mean? So it's like if you think you're funny, yeah, let's get you comfortable on stage, and then we can break it down why you're not getting laughs after we find out if you're getting laughs or not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
I agree with that approach because I think being comfortable on stage for me, just trying it a lot last year was
It's
the
a
hardest
huge
thing.
part of it.
It's,
Because we
it's
can-
one of the biggest steps.
No matter how good your joke is, if you feel like an idiot up there, you're not going to deliver it well.
yeah, if we spend 2 hours writing you a couple of jokes and then you never tell them because you're never comfortable on stage, well, that was a waste of 2 hours. Versus get on stage, you look uncomfortable. Let's break that.
Yeah.
And now we waste a hell of a lot less time when you decide you're not into it.
How do you get somebody to feel comfortable on stage?
I have tricks.
Yeah.
It's behind a paywall.
Okay. that's good.
Okay, so all right, I'm gonna use you as I wanted to bring this up anyway. Our Alibi show.
Yes.
That was the best I've ever seen you.
Oh, come on. I ended terribly.
That was the best I've ever seen you. And Ryan said, well, he had home field advantage.
He
right? You said that? I don't know. It doesn't matter. You had home field advantage, right?
Yes, of course.
We can all agree that you had home field
Yes,
advantage.
100%.
Okay. So the goal then is to make you feel like you have home field advantage everywhere else.
Yes.
And that's where I feel like I
What
have
is
it.
home field advantage though in comedy?
All your friends are there. You got
so-
family
hometown
there.
show.
but sometimes that can work against you. Like
Sure.
home field advantage sometimes is like these people have seen you before.
I
Sure.
feel less comfortable.
Yeah, like you, that's what I said. I saw you different than I've ever seen you perform before. You were like more animated, but more fun. But like you were,
It's
you had
because
a
all your
different
friends were
approach.
there. Yeah.
Also,
Yeah, so we
it was
got to seem
because
like you
the
were just
show
hanging out.
felt like it was tanking. Like I felt like people weren't giving the comics enough laughs.
Okay.
Yeah,
Not that like I thought that comics deserved more laughs in that show.
I mean, objectively
people were
speaking,
okay.
I thought I did pretty okay.
yeah.
Everybody did fine,
pretty good. Yeah,
But like that lineup, I think is all
That's
killers.
a stronger lineup than the crowd gave it credit for sure.
And well, that was that. I just felt like these guys are not appreciating how good these comics are.
yeah, but that's everywhere.
I guess
You got to realize how much comedy is flooded with people, whether they go to shows or not anymore. It's just fingertips, reels, and clips.
Yeah, I guess.
yeah.
But you did feel more comfortable there than normal.
Of course, yeah, I do. But I felt comfortable, but also like a nervous way, and it's like a different kind of like I'm nervous.
But it's a positive nervous and not a scared nervous.
Yeah, but I'm also like some of those people have seen those jokes before, where I'm more confident, like with people that haven't seen me. You know what I mean? When somebody has seen like those
Yeah,
jokes,
yeah.
and you're like, I feel like a fraud even
Yeah.
telling these again.
Okay. All right.
What do you mean?
No,
What? Tell me.
No, I got nothing. I mean, my theory was rebutted by both of you guys, so I have to go back and reformulate my theory.
What do you mean? How was your theory rebutted?
Well, you both told me I was wrong.
No, I thought
That's
he
a
was.
rebut.
But you saying you thought he was the best.
That's the best I've ever seen him.
You've seen me
Right,
better.
but
No. That was like the most animated, the most,
Most animated.
energetic.
Okay, all right, fair
Yeah.
enough.
You
Right.
were delivering material in a different style.
Yeah.
You were. I thought you were your best, most comfortable
Well,
self.
thank you. I appreciate that.
I'm not saying you got more laughs than you've ever gotten before. I haven't seen you every time you've
It
performed.
was fun watching you though.
It was very fun to watch
Okay,
you.
well
It was-
that's
it was-
good. That means a lot
entertaining.
coming from you guys, because I respect you both. Chick, I respect you too.
I've seen you plenty.
Well, that was a fun night, and I don't know. I did feel like I ended it weird, so I left with a bad taste in my mouth.
Yeah, but yeah, okay.
I think he's always thinks he does worse than he does.
Did you watch it back? Did you listen back? No. So
No.
you have no.
I
no
didn't
data
even.
points.
I didn't even record it.
You have no data points.
No data points. What are you gonna do?
I had a weird request this week.
okay.
So I was out.
Feet pics.
No, but similar.
It's a
Ooh,
good sweatshirt, by the way.
Thank you.
You look
I do
nice.
like that.
I appreciate you. I was hanging out with a few friends, some lady friends of mine as well this weekend, and they are listeners, babysitters.
Babysitters, nice. I like it.
And,
Ricky Grimes.
I don't like it.
He's not taking it.
I'm
You
out.
know what's
you have
funny
something
though?
better?
No, but
no.
I'm out on Ricky Grimes.
No, Neil liked
Jealous.
it. Neil liked it when he first heard it, and then I said it's Ricky Grimes. Okay.
Yeah.
He loves it.
Before the podcast, Chick said that told Neil he's got some big shoes to fill, and Neil said he's not scared of Ricky Grimes.
That's
So
true.
now that
Oh, yeah, that's right.
There's a rivalry building between the two of them.
So we got to have Ricky back on again.
No, we don't. I mean, we do, but not because of that.
No, I know.
I like
Yeah,
the cut of the
so
first.
a few of the listeners, and I've told you, a lot of people have been talking about your Christmas gift.
Oh yeah.
And I
Not
just
to
had
you.
an early recommendation that people want to see it.
What you get?
I'm not asking you to.
oh,
And
the-
not the actual thing, the replica. I'm just
Yeah, yeah,
throwing
yeah.
that out there.
Oh, not the actual thing.
Well, I'm just
you
saying.
That's good.
You don't put my penis on
I'm
YouTube.
just saying a few viewers have
You wanna
expressed
see the
their curiosities.
Interesting.
So I just wanted to bring that up. I won't
That
try to persuade
might be a
you either way.
Patreon situation.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
We're getting to the point where there's some Patreon stuff that we could
And
do.
it's not even like it's just stuff that there's nowhere else to put it other than Patreon. Because Neil and I are going to do another watch along. We do these watch alongs, stuff like that. You can only put on Patreon if it's copyright material.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you can get not even like not to make money, but just somewhere you can put things that is a little bit harder for people to get to.
Yeah.
There's a slight wall.
And it's extra content.
Yeah,
And you're-
I will ask the person who
That's what I was
gifted
gonna say. I know you
this thing to it's as far as I'm concerned, that's her property, and it's
Yeah.
up to her whether or not it's shown. And if she's up to showing it, then I'll show it
Okay.
on.
You should have her on
camera,
the show.
I've mentioned it. Yeah.
Yeah, we should.
I would
have
love
her on
She's
the
been
show.
watching a lot of these Oscar movies with me, so I'm like, if we do some type of Oscar special, I'm
Yeah,
like,
tell her to come
I'm
on.
like, you should be on it too because you've watched a lot of these movies.
100%. 100%. By the way, that's on Neil. That's on your Patreon.
Not yet, but yeah.
It will be.
Yeah.
What is there a? It's just Neil Rubenstein. You
Sure,
don't know.
yeah.
So
Is
whatever it
double Patreoning something like let's say you and B did something
We could
and
do
we
it.
had
Yeah, why not?
it's not like a
I don't think so.
there's
I don't
no
know if you can like
conflict of
link it.
interest.
You
Oh, I don't know if
you
you
can
can
put the
link
you can
it,
put the same
But
content
you,
up.
yeah.
But that doesn't affect somebody like let's say they pay for it with you and now like they're not going to pay for B or you don't pay per
I don't have a
thing.
Patreon.
It's a
You,
monthly.
you pay monthly.
Oh, okay.
And so
Okay.
you might. I mean, I could see someone being like, "Well, I'm only gonna do one Patreon.
Gotcha.
Neil has this kind of stuff, but B has this kind of stuff, and the one thing I want to see is B." Sure, but I
Yeah,
can't
no, I
imagine,
got
yeah.
you. I got you.
And you can't only post the same. Like you have to post something that's worth
Something
it.
worth
you
it,
can't be
yeah.
like, oh, me and this guy do a watch along, and we both post it on our Patreons and subscribe to both of ours to see the same content. You'd have to,
That's why I was saying it. Like, is there like a rule of thumb on that and how you handle those?
however you want to.
Is this going to
Run
be a
it.
regular thing that you guys do the movies? Because I know
Well, he's
you,
leaving
would
soon, but
I would love to bang out a couple, and
it's fun to do.
because you guys did Indiana Jones.
we did. I think we're gonna do Equalizer 3 tonight.
Yeah,
All right.
which is nice. Little, hour and 40 minutes.
They have a
Oh, that's a good
category
time.
that's 90-minute movies, just
Oh,
curiosity
sick.
on Netflix.
That's
I wouldn't mind
awesome.
doing another one before I leave, so we have like a bunch banged.
I'm into it.
and
Yeah.
then,
And
I don't know if they're good, but they're 90.
I don't know if anybody would have an interest in watching this whole thing, but to me, it's like if I'm going to watch The Equalizer, I'm like I might want it. Like it's maybe I don't like it enough to watch it by itself, but I'm watching it with two people.
I would be interested
Might
in
be
watching
interesting to
something like that. Yeah.
And also, I didn't watch it, but I was recording it in the other room. I was recording my screen, so I'm listening to it. I'm like, not a lot of dialogue in this movie, which might be good for a watch along.
Also, the clip.
What happened?
That's crazy.
Whose phone is that?
Not me.
That's crazy.
Why?
Nobody's ever called
The
us.
unprofessionalism.
Oh, it's the camera's ringing.
Did it show up on there? Yeah, the camera's ringing.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, sorry.
The lack of professionalism.
I drive all the way here from Oklahoma City.
I just read, so I was trying to read up on odd stories to bring it to the podcast. So
Okay.
I was scrolling through the AP odd stories section, and there was a story out of Oklahoma City about a judge who had to step down because they found 5,000 texts that were sent while she was working, while she was on
Bench.
Whoa.
listening to a trial. She's
Texting.
like under the counter texting. It was 5,000 texts. Some of them were mocking like the prosecutors. They said it was like littered with emojis. So she had to step down like a disgraced judge.
Wow.
No, that's not a disgrace. That's
That's a real
That's
judge.
a great judge.
Yeah.
That's my
Like-
favorite judge.
Yeah.
Like an
Yeah.
honest person.
Yeah, that's what I was just
Yeah.
gonna say with real emotions.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
That's
Yeah.
Oklahoma City, baby.
Missing all the detail. I was like, wait, hold on. Go back. I was busy for a minute.
But if you said,
who were you there with?
but if you said she was in Orlando, I'd be like, God damn, that's despicable. How dare she?
I actually
Typical
love this
Floridian.
judge, and most of the time they're not the ones saying; they just deciding how long you're going to be in jail.
Well, no. A lot of times the jury is the one that does the right.
I
Doesn't
thought the jury
also
just
do?
decides innocent or guilty, and then the judge determines the length.
Yeah,
I think maybe the
but
judge
the
just-
sentencing is usually handed down later on a case where there's a jury. What was she the judge of? Is she a judge of like small claims where it's like she's banging out decisions?
I don't
or
know.
is she just like bored because she's just a mediator?
Yeah, I don't know.
Is she
I
like
made
the
the mistake
traffic
of.
court judge. That's like I could see why she's texting.
That
making
would
fun
make
of
sense.
everyone.
If it's just like a bullshit judge
I just love
situation.
she was like shit talking the lawyers. Like this fucking guy doesn't know what he's doing.
Wait, so who was she sending it to? And how
I
did
don't-
this
I don't
come
know.
out?
I don't
Why
know.
is cursing? What
It was
were
'cause
you
I-
looking up cursing?
10 ways to
No,
keep your
I was-
kids from cursing?
I put that image on the last YouTube video. I was looking for. I'm trying to make like thumbnails, like supposed to like interesting thumbnails. So I was.
Did you see that thing that we got with someone trying to market us thumbnails? You guys should be thumbnailing.
Yeah. And he was like, check your DMs. I'm like, I did, homie. I'm not interested.
I actually was going to screenshot that and send that to you. That's funny.
What was that? That was to the adult
Yeah.
babies?
Yeah, you don't ever check it.
No.
Oklahoma judge agreed to step down Friday after she was caught sending hundreds of text messages in the bench while overseeing a
Overseeing
murder,
a murder?
trial
Oh.
and the killing of a 2-year-old boy. So much worse. It got so much worse. You
Who
want
did you read the first sentence?
to walk that back, Neil?
No, like it sounds horrible.
Yeah.
because it's a 2-year-old murder, whatever. But her role in this is so insignificant because it is the jury is going to decide.
Yeah.
and then she's got months to deliberate
Yeah.
to put down a sentencing. Her. In the moment, she literally has nothing to do.
I agree with you 100%.
But the
She's
problem
just
is-
going,
maybe you're
order,
right,
order
but-
my court.
But the problem is, like, if one of the lawyers is like, I object,
object.
she's going to be like, for what?
Who said what now?
Overruled.
But maybe she's got like maybe it's like the 2017 Astros where like they're like I object, and then she looks at the bailiff and the bailiff like bangs her and she's like overruled.
I'm actually all for this judge.
I love her.
I'm a big fan.
So
Yeah.
nothing's
I'm gonna
changed
try and text
with the
her.
fact that it's a 2-year-old
I
boy.
would love to know if she's also sending like
Nudes?
sexting, like a vagina shot, fucking
Like here's me in my room. I would like her to text me during trials.
Yes, if that was my girlfriend, I wouldn't think she's a bad person.
No, absolutely.
for making fun of the prosecutor texting me.
Yeah. Also,
You'd be flattered.
Also, like we're being like, oh, that's like a thing, and this is the prosecutor, this is the attorney, and
They're
these are
assholes.
judges. No, but like that's just Diane from work. Oh, Diane again. She won't shut up.
Her voice
Everything's
is
about
so
her.
annoying.
Yeah, that's what it is. So,
Here
yeah,
she
I'm
goes,
fine with it.
fucking objecting
Yeah,
again.
yeah, I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it.
I don't know any of the details of the story. I don't remember it, but there was some politician,
Clearly.
some
Google it.
some small town politician woman who was having sex with like her security guard in like graveyards. Like that's how she'd start her
In
morning.
graveyards?
Yeah, like
Start her morning.
Yeah, like they would pull like the truck into this graveyard and she'd have sex with like her
wrong
her
with that,
handler
though?
or whatever. Well, she was married and like like.
But
she's-
that's people cheat. Is that like
Yeah.
Also,
no.
maybe they have an open relationship.
No, yeah, the one they didn't because it came out. He was disgraced, and all that came out. But it's just
he was
and it's just
disgraced?
yeah. I don't know enough about the story to comment on it, but it's always these people that have like these the morals that they're trying to implement on other people that aren't acting the way that they
Yeah, but I don't, that's not with this.
No, that's I
Like,
mean,
what is she like? She's not like
Yeah.
judges aren't like these like. She's allowed to text.
Are you allowed to text while you're working?
No,
I mean,
Probably not.
no, that's what
I would
saying.
imagine you can't.
Imagine
But
it
it's
was
not like I don't know. It's not like a. I don't know.
I get in trouble if
the
I'm
jurors can't even
texting at
use their
work.
phone.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
they're
what I'm
not even
saying. The
using their
jury's
phone.
not allowed to like even watch TV.
Imagine if like the defense attorney was like texting and like it's like his turn and he's like, hold on, just send this last one off. Yeah,
But it's not that crazy to think that all these judges are probably doing something like.
But
maybe
everybody's looking at them. How are they? I want to know how
Oh, she's
distinct.
underneath,
She's
she's underneath.
because
fucking
she's
good.
looking at her notes.
they have that whole thing. Maybe that was the guy that remember the guy that jumped over the
That guy was great.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
maybe that was her. Then she
It
was
looked like a dummy getting thrown over the.
Do you remember
It
during
did, yeah.
COVID when they did the FaceTimes and then one guy was the old guy was the cat?
Oh, that
He
was,
couldn't remove the face.
I see that I'm a cat.
that
That
was
is-
worth all the COVID.
That
yeah.
was one of the funniest things I've ever seen because you felt bad for the guy because he really, I don't know why I'm a cat.
And you saw the emotions of the cat. The guy looked confused as a cat.
I think they just let him off. We'll let him off the hook.
Yeah. That was so good.
That video made me laugh so hard
I
when
know.
He's just a
good.
cat.
and he's trying to be professional, but the little eyebrows of the cat were going. I could see that I'm a cat.
I don't know how to fix it.
Oh God, we've all been there. Or at some point.
I wish that
Hilarious.
guy was my grandfather.
Oh God.
Yeah, I thought that was the best story. There was another story about a guy who was caught with 4 like, dehydrated monkeys in his in his luggage. So this guy, dog sniffs out something unusual in passenger's luggage: mummified monkeys. And the guy admitted that
That picture makes it less fun.
yeah. He admitted that he brought the monkeys into the U.S. for his own consumption. It says raw, minimally processed meat from wild animals, referred to as bushmeat, is banned from the U.S.
I love bushmeat. Oh my
I haven't
god.
had bush meat in years.
I love bushmeat.
I got
Golly.
it dehydrated, bringing it to the country now.
I'm gonna get dehydrated eating bushmeat.
Yeah, that you're right though. That is a little bit more disgusting.
When you
than-
first said dehydrated monkeys, I was just picturing like monkeys just all fucking dying, that dead fucking.
Just monkeys that were really thirsty.
Yeah, just thirsty monkeys with like
But
dry
he-
cotton mouth, and they had dead fucking skulls. Like that's what I was thinking. That fucking article put me on a fucking roller coaster.
just monkeys with UTIs. You know? Oh God! No, they were like fruit is dehydrated.
That's what I thought. I'm like dehydrated monkeys. What are they? They fucking parched.
Holly just got dehydrated mango at Trader Joe's. Like, what's the difference?
Is that illegal? Is that bushmeat?
It's bushmeat.
And then I see skulls. I was like, oh, all right, never mind.
What is it?
There's a box of skulls.
Is it for jerky?
I guess it might have that type of texture. Yeah. Can you like rehydrate? Like some fruit, like some food you can
water 'em up.
rehydrate. You know, like a. You ever got like a dried like a mushroom,
Like a
and you have-
dried mango.
and you have to like
No, dried mushrooms. Yeah,
you have to
yeah.
like you soak them in water to like rehydrate them
Steep 'em.
before you
I don't like
cook them.
mushrooms.
Yeah, steeped in water, and then they.
So does
yeah.
that do the same thing? Like, do you like soak the monkeys in water to?
I didn't know people really ate monkeys like that.
Well, I still don't understand why he brought them
in the
up.
rest of the world, he might be like from a place where they eat monkeys.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's like, I can't get monkeys here in Boston.
He's like, yeah, this is my favorite dish.
In
Is
Boston.
yeah, my favorite dish
jerky.
is monkeys and beans,
Yeah. Monkeys and meat.
red beans and monkeys.
But he told them at the at the airport at the TSA that he had. Oh, I have some dry fish in my luggage. So if you smell something funny, that's probably what it is. Like trying to like tell
That's
them.
like a
trying
red
to-
flag.
That's a big
Yeah.
red flag.
Like, well,
yeah.
we're gonna
I
check
have
out your.
salted cod to like This don't look like no cod I
Yeah.
ever seen.
Yeah.
Little monkey skulls in there.
This cod's got some serious expressions on its face.
What did this cod?
That cod looks thirsty.
Why does this cod have opposable thumbs? It's a monkey eating a dried mango. He's like,
So gross.
This is fun. See, I told
is
you this is
fun. I like
oddity
these.
stories. So this is a Charlotte stingray who has become pregnant with no male companion.
Jurassic
It's-
Park in an aquarium.
It's
keep telling that story, pal. Oh, it must have been Jesus.
must have been Jesus. That's funny. There's a video attached to this one, but
Yeah,
it's,
this guy's fucking the stingrays.
yeah. So apparently, like
He's
they
like,
can.
he's like, this is for Irwin. This is for Steve Irwin.
This reminds me of so you know
Why are they showing a seahorse, by the way?
that looks like a dragon.
do you know how
It does look like a dragon, but it's a seahorse.
yeah. I don't know if we can play it. You want me to play this audio?
Charlotte.
Well, something's
Yeah,
got to happen
so-
because people are listening.
Wait, is it Charlotte? Is it Stingray's name Charlotte?
Charlotte? A
hate
stingray
when
with
they
no
No,
name
Charlotte.
fish.
Oh, maybe
This
yeah,
is
Charlotte.
Charlotte, North
Stingray with no
Carolina.
male. Yeah.
So the Charlotte has a name, but it doesn't have
The stingray, yeah.
the
I don't like the name.
Well, they were going to name it Paul, but then it got pregnant. They were like, ooh, it's obviously
It's a
Charlotte.
Charlotte.
Yeah, check the sex of the other stingrays.
There's a place
yeah,
that's
so we got
making
an
one
ad. There's an
advanced
ad?
cancer
Yeah,
discovery
I saw it. I don't have an
after
ad
another.
blocker on here.
That the process for Charlotte to be pregnant
Do a little bit.
So
Oh,
this is
yeah.
this is a
Stop
pregnant
rubbing it.
Yeah.
Stop rubbing it.
I splash. So
Why did they show something different?
that one.
There we go.
There we go. Hi, sweet
Yeah, there's a
girl.
bu- we see a
We are believing that
that a
the process
mermaid?
for Charlotte to be pregnant
Yeah, this
Woman in
woman,
a
is
this
being
woman's
done.
sitting in the
Why
tank.
does she have to sit in that tank?
She's sitting in the tank, right?
Yeah.
Fully
going
clothed,
on?
by the way. It's like she's wearing like a nice shirt.
It's a blouse.
It's
no,
a blouse.
Isn't that that's a
Is that a wetsuit?
it's a wetsuit.
Yeah,
They-
but it's
they-
like a patterned wetsuit.
For Charlotte, I understand that feeling.
What, of getting pregnant?
yeah, and not knowing who
Sorry,
the daddy
that
is.
was,
Yeah.
they explained it
stingray's
in
on
there somewhere,
Maury.
but
Other stingrays are like, I didn't fuck her.
they explained how it happened. If you want to, like,
Yeah, I know how people get pregnant.
no, like,
Believing that the process for Charlotte to be pregnant
I don't
is
understand why
being
she's
done
in
by
the water.
something called parthenogenesis. And parthenogenesis literally translates into virgin birth or miracle birth. And what happens is
Made-up word.
the female will develop the eggs, and then the eggs will develop embryos while they are still within the mother's
Oh, shut up.
belly.
Boring.
It is very rare to happen, but the
Very
fact
rare.
that it's happening, like I've said, here in the mountains,
so
You're in
The
the mount-
fucking
Wait, so what I got?
the janitor guys in the back are like, yeah, it's photogenesis or whatever the fuck you said.
so does that
I
mean?
ain't
it's a
fucking
virgin
those
virgin
stingrays.
birth. Yep.
Does that mean that the stingray had eggs and one of the eggs was a boy, and she impregnated the boy?
No, that means that she
What?
got pregnant without having sex.
Well, yeah, no, but I couldn't make sense
But
of
they
that.
were
But what
saying
you're
so-
saying, what you're saying makes.
So they were
that-
saying that.
No,
like,
no, don't give him credit for that.
Yeah.
That didn't make
You
sense.
guys just don't understand.
Yeah.
Sea culture.
It's the cameras around the car.
It's just
They communicate with each other.
no. What they were saying, what I gathered
yeah.
was the stingray has eggs.
Yeah.
And then the eggs form embryos.
Yeah, but they're supposed to wait till they get fertilized to
Yes,
form
that's
an
what
embryo.
happened without being fertilized.
But there's some kind of way.
No, it's called a
Through
miracle.
photosynthesis.
She said a miracle. It was
Photosynthesis.
called something.
That's the most
you dope.
scientific word you know.
But he tried to
Osmosis.
sound smart there and just regurgitated what he saw on.
No, no,
there.
no, no.
I like your theory. I don't know what she just explained.
I'm
it.
the
I don't
only one
know.
with a theory here.
That's why
I have a
She
theory
said
too.
the theory was miracle birth.
I think my theory holds water.
the janitor fucked this thing, right?
Yes.
I do want to know why that chick was in the.
It was the janitor in the-
There was no reason for her to be in the
She's
tank.
security now to keep the janitor out of there.
So this reminds me of like you know how seahorses, like the males are the ones that give birth.
That's why
but
they were showing the sea.
Yeah, I knew that.
so, but I always I always suspected that was because there was some scientist who was like showing seahorses, and he's like, and then he goes, and this is the male seahorse, and then like it started giving birth, and like, but that's giving birth. He goes, yes, the male seahorse
Are
is
you?
giving birth.
Did you have a bit like that? I've heard a bit about like that.
I think I've said that years ago. So
And then
I might have, yeah.
I've also heard with the dog years or 7 years is also like the first vet who had to be like, yeah, your dog's dying. They're like, from what? And he's like, old age. They're like, he's only 19. He's like, okay,
Yeah.
but like in dog years, he's like 132.
That's funny.
The premise of science is being able to just make things up to people who don't know any better. Yeah.
And then you get mocked, like you guys mocked me. Like I feel like I got a grasp on that story.
Yeah, but
makes
you
the
didn't
most
bring
sense to me.
anything new to it. You just re-said what she said.
No,
I didn't.
But I didn't
You weren't
understand what she
listening.
said, and when he said that, I'm like, oh, I guess maybe is that what she meant? I have to
The
go back
embryo that was
Don't-
created.
You're, I don't know that you're gonna.
No, but you
do yourself
can't
any favors.
create an embryo without it being fertilized somehow.
But in stingrays, at certain times, an embryo was
No,
created.
she's saying
You
it was a
believe that.
miracle. It's not normal. That was the
Listen.
whole point of the story.
There's miracles every day, but this
Dude, magnets? Magnets, how do they work?
I don't know.
All right,
There's
It's a
a lot.
miracle.
insane clown posse over here.
Anywho,
Anyhow.
Yeah. Well, does anybody else have anything? I mean, I don't want to.
I went.
That's all the story.
Did we record before or after I went to go see the Bob Marley movie?
Before you've seen that since we recorded, yeah.
How was it?
Fantastic. I loved
But
it.
like you love Bob Marley though.
But
He's been listening to
But I
nothing
thought
but
I was
Bob
going to
Marley.
be disappointed because I love him and I knew a lot about him that I thought they were going to, like Tupac, big fan of Tupac. I thought the movie was disgraceful.
Disgraceful.
It was awful. It was terrible.
A disgrace, no less.
Yeah.
What about
This
the Biggie
was
Smalls
one,
movie?
Terrible.
Oh.
This biopic was one of the better ones I've seen since like Ray.
Biopic.
Pick.
Biopic.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah,
I don't think I've ever heard that
Big
word said
if-
out loud.
Biopic.
If there was ever going to be a
Biopic.
part of his life that they should have made a movie, they picked the right part.
Yeah.
And they still incorporated some of the old stuff. It was pretty dead on accurate.
Okay.
from what
I'm
I
knew.
knew.
interested to see it. I'm just kind of in the middle
And
of
the-
an Oscar thing right now. So
No,
I
I know.
can't,
Is that going to be next year's
The
Oscars?
big issue that I heard
No.
a lot of Jamaicans had issues with was that the actor was not Jamaican.
It sounded like a really bad accent on the
I
commercial.
thought it was fantastic.
Oh, okay.
By the way,
The
in
Marleys were the ones who produced it and
Maybe
signed
I
off
just
on it.
think that any Jamaican accent sounds like a fake Jamaican accent.
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
possible?
It all
That I
sounds
just don't
over
give
the
any
top.
of them credit for
Yeah.
being actual.
By the way, on the ride here, Chick said to me as he's smoking weed, listening to Bob Marley, he goes, if I had found Jah as a religion when I was younger, I think I might have went that
Oh
way.
no, you didn't.
Yeah.
No, I was
and-
joking, but
No, you weren't.
I'm not a religious person.
Can you
But if
Photoshop
it was Jah.
a chick with some dreads?
Yeah.
Well, that's what we were talking about if we had dreads.
Ja.
He goes, you
but
would
still
have lost
balding.
them.
That's
That's what I said. When you ever see like
Just a horseshoe? Just a horseshoe?
yeah, just
Yeah.
dreads in the back,
dreads.
Just
with
a
nothing
couple
on the
dreads
front.
and a ponytail.
That's hilarious.
A skullet of dreads?
Yeah. I went to go see yesterday two
Pock.
get it two Pac. You know that song?
Now, how many?
Yes.
No, I saw the shorts yesterday. The animated.
Oh, yeah,
shorts
that's right. You said
nominated
you were going
and
them.
the documentary shorts. that were
Which ones
nominated.
did you see? Because I saw a few
All of
of
them.
them.
I saw all-
No, but I'm saying which ones. Go for the names. I I saw a
Well,
couple.
the ones
Name
that are
all the
nominated.
names.
Yeah. I don't remember all of them.
Do you want to list what's nominated?
Yeah,
so
that's what I'm
animated
saying.
was I don't remember the names of them now. There was a letter to a pig. There was our
That's what my ex-wife said when she was writing. She's like, I'm sending a letter to a pig.
our uniforms. I think was one.
Yeah, 'cause
Uh,
I got to go see a few of them. But
So that you
I
have to
saw
see
some of them.
in theaters. You're
Yeah,
telling
that's
me.
why I haven't been watching the ones that are on Netflix because I'm
I've
like,
seen a couple of them. Yeah.
yeah, but then the problem is the only way you can see all of them is if you go see them shown all at once. So you're gonna have to sit through them
I would
twice.
do it again. It's
Yeah.
fine.
So I'm like, I've been avoiding them, like on
Great.
Netflix. Yeah.
You're telling me that now?
Oh, that the one you guys like, the Nine and
Y Pie.
Y Pie.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
You didn't like it?
I didn't know what the purpose of. I enjoyed it, but I just
Yeah,
didn't
there
know.
was
What
no
I didn't know what the
purpose.
purpose of it was. Yeah.
It's no purpose.
There was zero purpose.
The purpose of
Did you watch the one with the instruments?
Yes,
Did you like that?
I did like that.
I didn't like that.
Whiplash?
Yeah.
What, the
I
little
mean, it was
repair
like
shop?
it was simplistic, but I liked it.
The
yeah.
What was the
shop?
meaning
Yeah.
of this?
How music is important?
Right. But like,
Wait, these are shorts? These are animated
yeah, the
shorts?
shorts.
So those are there's documentary shorts and then animated. I saw the animated shorts and documentary.
The little
shorts.
repair shop was. I couldn't have cared less about that.
Curd.
he didn't occur.
Oh, Kerr.
I don't care.
Really, I thought that was like it was nice.
Was that one of your favorites?
No, that wasn't my favorite.
What was your favorite? Can you give me
of the documentaries? I think it's hard to tell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The After was one or no? No, that was a short story. That was a short film.
That was
not
a short-
doc.
that was the live action one. I haven't seen
Oh, the
li-
ABC is a book banning.
yeah,
I like that.
Yeah, I didn't care for that one.
See, I thought that one was. I gave that one
I took issue with that a lot. Yeah, a lot of that. Like,
that they should be banned.
no,
So then,
I took issue with just the direction they went with making of the documentary.
elaborate.
Well, like they're trying to say like how dangerous it is, and like kids don't have access to these books. But like as the kids are holding the books, like I'm reading this book and it's banned. It's like, well, you're reading it. Is it banned because you're reading it?
No,
like,
they're
I understand.
banned
Banned in their
dis-
school.
I
Well, they're
understand.
banned
They
from
gotta go to-
districts, and they were trying to explain why they shouldn't be.
And I understand that, but it's like I almost feel like the point would be driven home more if you're like you're showing like these kids want to get like they don't have access to these books, and obviously like the kids that like their parents can get them the book, and not every kid has the access to the book, so they should be in the school. But I don't know. I just like,
I sent that to one of my friends, and I told him, I said, maybe you'll learn a thing from these kids, because he's like, the schools are, you shouldn't have anything
Yeah.
for like,
And then there was like an old woman giving a speech in like a school district, whatever, and she's like, "My husband fought for the Constitution." And
Oh,
this,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
And I'm like, I just don't like when
Yeah.
people cite the Constitution because it's such an old ass document that I'm like, I just
Yeah, that old lady kind of bothered me.
yeah,
I
I'm
guess.
like, I don't care. I don't have any reverence for the Constitution because it was written when we didn't have the internet. So it's like,
And slaves.
yeah. So it's like, let's stop referencing that as like, oh, like I agree with your point, but the whole thing should be rewritten. So I don't really care when you like, and like, yeah, we should put that back in there. Freedom of speech, we should put back in there, but a lot of it should be stripped out and done away with. So it's, I just don't like people cite that as like an important thing because it makes
Yeah.
it like the second, it's like, so you're saying the Second Amendment is just as important.
Also,
which,
the freedom of speech and expression has wording that limits it anyway. You know what I mean? Like you can't fly the flag of a traitor. You can't incite a riot. You
you
can't.
can't yell fire in a
Yeah,
crowded theater.
Well, that's
Yeah.
technically inciting a
Saying
riot.
riot, yeah.
So, but it's like, it's like people with like Nazi flags or Confederate flags, like that's my First Amendment. No, it's actually that's a flag of a traitor.
Yeah.
Those are enemy flags. We fought that.
Wow.
We fought that,
Yeah.
and we beat it. So
Yeah.
Huh.
And there's also a lot of stuff. I don't know if it's. I don't think
most
it's in the
people don't
Constitution, but
understand the rights that they bang their fists about.
people have no idea.
very
People have
true.
no
There's so
idea.
many- there's so many
And
rules.
also like the people
I'm
who are like
learning it
first,
as we talk,
The people
yeah.
are like First Amendment, Second Amendment. It's like, all right, what's the Fourth Amendment?
Yeah. I don't know.
Well,
Everybody
because there's
knows
only
the
one that they usually care about, and it's the one that they're trying to fight, and it doesn't make
it's
sense.
it's the one that they heard fucking their favorite pundit speak about.
And there's so many rules about the flags that you're not like things you're not supposed to do with the
That
flag.
they all do it
all
anyway.
the people that are so proud of the flag, like everything you're doing, like you're not supposed to wear the flag, and they have it all over their clothes.
Yeah.
Talk about
Deface,
the-
yeah, you can't
Yeah.
deface the flag.
What about when they're wearing hats during, those people who, like we were talking
Take
about?
your hat
Take your
off.
hat off when
Yeah.
you're like in the national
Fuck
anthem. when
those people.
Yeah.
Take your hat off. No. How about no? Come get my hat.
Good rebuttal. You should put up crowd work clips.
Come get my hat.
No. Oh,
No.
you got him. Sick burn. Yeah.
So Neil, where are you? Where can the good folks, the babysitters, find you?
Wearing a hat during the national anthem.
Which shouldn't even be in sports anyway. Singing the national
Well,
anthem.
that I agree. It should.
How about the Pledge of Allegiance in school?
Ridiculous.
What are we doing?
Yeah.
I thought they don't do that anymore.
Do they not
What I
do that
thought we
anymore?
were doing was promoting your gigs, but I guess we're going back to.
I'm
No.
going on tour. I'm going on tour in March.
No, but I thought they
full
did away
US.
with that.
Yeah, I think you can now, right? I don't know.
I have no idea what's going on.
Who cares?
I haven't been in
So
school
the
in many years.
separation of church and state, should there also be separation of politics in school? feel like there should be.
I think education should be something that's solely separation from religion.
Yeah, but you can't get.
politics. You should teach people history, how it was the real way, the real history.
Well, that'll
correctly.
never happen.
No, I know.
Yeah.
Because like we didn't know about Black Wall Street until it was in The Watchmen, right? Like, right? Like, yeah, whatever.
You guys got a point, I guess. I've
I
never
don't even know.
seen that
I don't know
movie.
what he's talking about.
I don't know.
So,
Do you know
yeah.
Black Wall Street?
No.
And you went to public school?
Yeah.
Unreal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Black Wall
but-
Street is like in Tulsa in the
He's so Oklahoma.
early 1900s. But it's like the biggest concentration of wealth in a black community, and white people burnt it to the ground. White people.
Was there a documentary that
Yeah,
was
there
in
was
the
a movie about
2024 Oscar nominations? Because
I
if
thought it was
not,
a
I
movie
wouldn't
about
know.
it.
Well, there's also that in like Philly, like they burnt down that whole area of Philly, like the mayor like burnt out all of like black
Yeah,
people.
it happened in a bunch of. It happened in St. Louis
I mean,
too.
we were hosing people down in the 60s. It's not that long
Yeah,
ago.
no, so yeah, it's but you're right.
not
Like
surprising.
we should
Yeah.
be teaching the actual history.
No,
but
that's what I
like Neil
said.
said, that'll never happen.
That's all
No,
you
but
gotta
he's
do.
right.
Never.
That
And
will
also,
never
it's
happen.
because it's because the politicians like, if you want money for education, I'll approve it if you put this in the books.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
It's
That's
just
what I'm
it's
saying.
gross. It's
Think about how
so
much
gross.
things you learned, and well, at least I know that they've completely rebuked from when I've learned, like, just common knowledge things back in the day that are like,
Yeah.
Pluto.
that was wrong.
Pluto.
But that's been argued for a while.
Like
Nate Bar-
stingrays
Nate
can't
Bargatze.
get pregnant by themselves.
Pluto joke.
I don't know his
Nate
Pluto.
Bargatze's Pluto joke.
I have a Pluto joke. I don't know.
Well, I
his
don't like
Pluto
any.
joke.
Once you believe in Mary being impregnated and she had a baby,
That's a
you
whole,
lose me,
dude. That's a whole nother thing. Because then it's like,
But then you lost all credibility, in my opinion, that you believe somebody got
How did
pregnant
Mary
with
get
that.
impregnated?
the same way the janitor, the janitor snuck in at night.
She
The
had an embryo.
immaculate conception?
Yeah.
What's it called? Cryogenesis or whatever.
Photosynthesis.
She had IFV.
Yeah.
IVF.
IVF. I'm dyslexic.
She had the Independent Film Festival.
Infertile.
I don't think that's right.
I don't think so either.
Yeah. No, it's all.
It's a joke.
That's why I don't like. I don't. If I wasn't there to witness something, I really don't have any time for like facts. When people tell you stories or facts, I'm like, oh yeah, it sounds cool.
It's
but
kinda like-
I don't. I give nothing any weight unless I was like present for something.
This has always been my argument though. Like, I'm not a flat earther. I'm
Oh,
not.
here we go.
I'm not. But it's like, if you believe in Jesus or all that stuff, why is that guy an idiot? Because he doesn't know, if he doesn't believe that the earth is round. You know what I mean? Like,
I agree. If you believe in, you're just as dumb believing that Jesus was born that way.
look, I'm
as
not
if you
saying
believe
I'm
the
not
earth
saying
is
it like
flat.
that. Like I happen to agree, but I'm not saying it like that. Like you're entitled to believe whatever fucking fairy tales you want to believe, and then this guy's allowed to believe whatever fucking fairy tales he believes, as long as you're not fucking taking away my right to an abortion. I don't care what you believe in.
Yeah.
You should be able to abort until they're 18.
You should be able to. You should be able to abort if they're driving a truck
I
too
would've
fast
got
behind you on
taken
the
out.
highway.
You wouldn't be here. Yeah.
I wouldn't be here, but not a big kill to the earth. But anywho,
None of us matter.
that should
No.
be the new thing: is nobody matters.
Nobody matters.
But we're all matter. You know what I mean?
It's true.
Can't create us or destroy us.
So I just want to say before I watched that Spider-Man movie, and I want to say to anybody,
We are all over
anybody
the place.
who likes the new Spider-Man movie, the comic cartoon movie, if you're an adult and you like that movie, I just want you to go see a therapist. And I want to say I'm sorry for whatever happened to you when you were a kid. And I want to say
I think why?
because you got issues from your childhood that you haven't dealt with yet. Is my
Why, though?
stance on it.
Nah, they're banging a stingray.
I'm not saying it was like sexual. I'm just saying like you're holding on to something from your childhood that you have a hard time getting let go of. There's no reason for an adult to watch that movie and be like, oh yeah, get him. He's getting.
No, but I don't think they watch it like that. Like, so the only reason why
I'm trying to say some outlandish shit. Didn't we say in the text messages we were
yeah.
gonna start saying outlandish
I
shit?
tend to agree with you, but I feel like we should have watched the first one.
Yeah.
Also,
But I
saying
can't imagine
outlandish-
watching the first one.
saying outlandish shit in minutes 59 of a
Yeah.
You want to say the outlandish shit at the front so people start fucking tweeting about it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But no, but we buried.
No one made
I
it
said,
this
I
far.
said Kendrick Lamar was 3 out of 10, and I said that deep into the podcast, and we got like comments about that.
That got a
later.
lot of
Yeah.
heat.
Wait, what? You don't think he's good?
No, but I said I understand why people like him. I understand that people say he just does nothing for me personally, and I don't think he's.
But you understand why other people like
yeah,
him.
I say like I understand he's probably talented. I get why people like
probably
him.
talented.
He does. He just does like. And
He
I
won't
think
even
I
give
think
him the
it's.
credit that
I
he's
think it's
talented.
mostly his voice for me that like
I kind of like his voice.
Yeah, I don't. And that's
It's
sometimes
unique.
that's a big. Yeah, I
And
understand.
other huge people are aping his voice. Like,
Right, I understand that. Yeah, and I probably don't like those people either. It's just it's all about taste. Like I just his voice to me sounds like a little weak.
I think any rating, personal rating, is your rating.
Yeah, that's it.
That's true.
Yeah, I'm not saying he sucks. I'm saying he does
If
nothing.
he said he's a 3 for 10, anybody who says he's better is wrong. Then
Right.
that's a different
Exactly. Yeah.
animal.
There's too many people like there's brilliant people who I think are brilliant rappers, and they talk about Kendrick like he's the next the next greatest thing. So I'm like, all right, I guess I just don't get it. That's all.
You're allowed to feel the way you
When
feel.
you were throwing around DNA before, I was trying to throw a Kendrick, because I like that song. And like there's some
Wow.
songs I like, and there's some there's parts of him I've enjoyed him at times, but
I haven't listened to him enough to have an opinion.
I feel like I
most,
wanted.
most underrated, Pusha T.
Oh,
Yeah, is he underrated though?
Highly
People-
underrated.
I feel
People
like
don't
he's
give him-
overrated.
No, people don't give him nearly the props.
People
he
love him. I
deserves.
think he's talented. Like his pen, like same thing. Like I don't listen to him either. But if you read his,
If you ranked him, would you rank him higher than Kendrick?
yeah, me personally, yeah.
I just that to me is crazy.
Yeah,
But again, it's to each his own.
yeah, I don't think
Yeah.
I rank him high, but I think he's underrated. But I'm not a guy for that stuff.
Yeah. All right, so
That's
that's
not my
the
thing.
outlandish moment.
I like when
That's
people
our
rap.
that's our outlandish
Outlandish
moment.
moment.
I like when
of the
people
day.
rap to the beat.
Spider-Man is
Listen, my only thought with Spider-Man, I didn't love it. I watched it.
yeah,
It was fine. I don't like the comic book animation.
yeah.
I thought it was good, but
Yeah.
I was like, wow, I wish I knew what was going on.
Yeah, I have no
Yeah, I
idea
know.
how it's going.
I definitely was confused, but I'm just watching, going like, all right, they're like falling through buildings. Like there's no stakes. It's like there's one time where like the web holds them forever, another time they just like breaks apart. Like there's no consistency with what's happening. It's like this guy gets hurt
get
because
it.
he crashed through a building. Now he's hurt, but I just watched 45 minutes of him crashing through buildings, and he got up and he was fine.
You
It's
just
like,
got to embrace the unrealist. Like
I
the,
guess
the
you do, yeah, you
non-realist
gotta just
shit.
buy
And
it.
if you
You have to.
can't buy into it,
You gotta
you're
buy
never
into
gonna
it.
like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can suspend disbelief, but you got to play by the same rules that you establish in your universe. I'm with you on that one.
yeah, that's what. Yeah.
Because I'll believe all the nonsense in like Star Wars,
Oh, I get it.
but if they like do something that's like, well, now the Force does that, but
Right.
only for this guy, like,
Yeah.
I'm out.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was one time like there's two Spider-Man are fighting, and like one guy like grabs him by the shoulder, and like he touched something, like he just like takes like some force, or whatever, and like he blows the guy off of him. Like, how is that a spider thing? Like Spider-Man has like the power of a spider. He doesn't have. You can't like.
No, my Spider-Man's strong. I don't see.
Yeah, but
That's my other
he
issue.
generated like some power off this guy, and then
Well,
That
he,
could
like,
have been from
blew
one
him. I'm like,
comic that they have Spider-Mans
Right.
like that, and I don't know the comics enough to be able to
So
gauge.
there's like a. I'm scared to even
No,
do
yeah.
this with you guys
Say it.
because I know I'm gonna get shit on.
Say it.
There is in the comics there is like a cosmic
I
force
knew it. That's what I was.
that unites all the spider people
Ugh.
throughout the universes, the multiverse.
yeah.
I never knew there was more than one Spider-Man at a time. That's why this movie threw me for a loop.
Yeah, I kind
Well,
of
because
knew.
there's all the multiverses. So
I should have realized
Marvel
that in the name.
Comics, yeah, Marvel Comics at some point like killed off a big character and had to bring him back and was like, well, this is from a different universe. Yeah, and that was like in the 60s or whatever.
Well,
and
I
then
tell
it
you, when
just
the
all-
when the multiverse became a thing,
Yeah.
like 10 years ago, people started talking. It really has infected cinema because like it's pops up in a lot of movies.
I hate it.
I like it. I like one of the
What-
movies.
what is
One
it
of the,
pops
one of the,
up
one of the movies that ideas that I had was based on the multiverse existing, but I really feel like you just see it a lot. It's like Everything Everywhere All at Once was multiverse, and then there was one this year that we watched. It was multiverse based.
Well, it's. I mean,
Which one?
it used to be time travel, and now it's this.
Yeah.
yeah.
They did a series and it was like a multiverse thing with the assassination. It was called 1963, I think was the name of it. And they took a great idea and fucking ruined it, in my opinion. And that's what bothers me. It's like,
That was a chick's pick at one point.
because I think that's when I realized I should stop doing this halfway through a series.
Wait till it ends.
You've stuck to that script.
It wasn't a movie. There have been movies, but what happened recently was I read the Midnight Library. I listened to it
Okay.
on audiobook, and that's about the multiverse.
I don't know that one.
Yeah,
It's got to be done right for me to really buy into it. Other than that, it loses.
I like
me.
the idea of it.
I mean, Rick
but,
and Morty.
Yeah, right. No, like I said, I like the idea of it. It's just
don't like
it's
multiple-
Like it pops up a lot now.
Yeah, I don't like multiple Spider-Mans at once. That's confusing.
Yeah, and again, it's just not for me. I don't. That's not my.
I do appreciate its use sometimes, like, because like people are clamoring for a Miles Morales Spider-Man because of the comic books, and it's like the only way to do that while still having Tom Holland under contract is to do this other thing.
So that's what it's all. Can I ask
That's
a
who this
question?
guy was, right? Miles Morales.
Miles Morales. Now, how long has Miles Morales been around?
Who's
'Cause I-
Miles Morales?
He's like the black Spider-Man,
I think
like
he's
he's
Puerto
like
Rican.
or Puerto Rican. Yeah,
But he
yeah.
was in the
Dominican, I
comic
don't
books
Oh,
before.
that was the name
He
of
was-
that was the see that's
the character. Yeah, he's been in for a long
but there
time.
was
yeah, yeah.
the Peter
Parker.
Peter Parker was always Spider-Man.
So that's
that's
like Earth 616, and then like various other.
Wow, you really
Earths.
know a lot about this.
I'm sorry.
And that's the other thing. They kept saying like Earth 24, Earth 6, this
Yeah,
thing. So,
yeah,
but,
yeah.
but the
Those are the
numbers,
different
but the
Earths.
numbers were always so low. I'm like, if this was really the multiverse, it would be Earth 6,000,000,000. Like
Yeah.
they're all like
maybe they
they're-
were using one of the earlier ones. There's got to be a one.
yeah, but like every Earth they showed was like under like a few hundred.
Well, it's usually 3 digits. Just
Yeah,
for,
but
like,
it would
ease.
be it
wouldn't be. You're right.
the multiverse would be could
Yeah, it'd
be
be million.
75,000
But my whole thing is
digits.
the people who love it love that stuff. So I feel like the people who are like they grew up on it as adults, they really like those guys.
that's all it is. Yeah. Like I like Batman. That was my superhero.
That's
so
my
like,
only superhero.
because it's like grounded in
But
reality.
they didn't do those. They didn't. But they didn't do those movies well. I mean,
Dark Knights
now
were
they're
great.
now, yeah. But they didn't like. There's not like a history of them being done well. When Jon Favreau took over Marvel and like did the Iron Man film, like most of those movies were done pretty well until recently.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
it was like there was like a little bit of continuity, a little
First
bit of
Batman
consistency.
was great.
Yeah, the first Batman was great, and then 2 duds or like 2 mediocre.
Well, 2 was decent. The third one was a dud.
right. So 2 mediocre ones.
Yeah.
and then they rebooted it right away, and then that was like whatever.
Terrible.
And then they rebooted it again, and then they rebooted it, and it's like, well, at least in Marvel, when they reboot, they're like explaining it within the continuity of the cinematic multiverse.
They did that a little too much in the Spider-Man thing. They referenced
Spider-Man.
But
they
they
referenced.
Spider-Man.
If they
Spider-Man.
But at one point I did laugh because they said they were like stop him. They go like Spider-Man, but they were all the Spider-Man were there, so they were all doing that thing.
Oh, they did that?
But if you wanted
I
to
totally
do that
missed
with
that
the
when I watched
Batman,
this.
Yeah.
you would have to embrace the shitty ones. Like they had to do away with those shitty ones to make a good one.
Yeah,
so they
yeah,
had
yeah.
to reboot.
But
it.
then in the new one or whatever, one of the more recent
With
ones,
Pattinson?
whatever, they like tried to like pull a Marvel where they like brought back all the old ones and like Michael
that was like
Keaton's
the
there,
Suicide Squad
that's
one.
right.
and it's like,
Yeah.
all right. I mean,
I didn't see. I don't like Batman like that where I'm going to see every Batman.
I
but
did it. I don't.
if there's a superhero I'm going to see, it's probably like I'll go check out the Batman. But I'm not.
I'm a big Batman guy because he's the only one without superpowers.
Yeah.
He's got super gadgets. Like he's got he's an extremely well funded guy, so he's got the technology.
I don't know.
But he doesn't have any
I
powers.
can't follow it all.
I'm not into Batman, but that's all right.
I feel like if you like Spider Man, you're not going to like Batman.
Spider-Man.
And in the
Or
Spider-Man movie, they
Superman.
were literally talking about like canon and like breaking canon. Like they were like that's what they called like the things. But I was like, are they literally saying like this is canon or like did they name something It's like this is the canon, but
Well,
or
yeah,
is it like-
canonical.
is it reference to the term like is
Canonical.
is this canon?
I'm waiting for the explanation.
No, it's like stuff that's like
Yeah,
accurate.
but in the
to
movie they're
the
saying
history.
oh, this is called the canon.
Yeah.
Like if you can't break this canon. In the movie they're saying that, but I'm like
Oh,
is
they're
this-
being meta.
Like is this that's what I was
Yeah.
wondering. Are they being meta? Like did they name this thing
Yeah.
canon so they could reference like get it?
No,
We're
they're
calling
being,
it
yeah,
canon.
they're being meta because like
Can I say canon again? Jesus Christ.
Deadpool does that. She-Hulk did that.
Yeah. All right. Are we done?
Break the fourth.
I've been done for 20
I
minutes.
know. I can see
I
your
was done
face.
for 20 minutes in
You're-
the middle there.
B's ready to make these episodes 45 minutes. So you can
Oh
get out of
yeah,
here.
yeah. I'm a 45-minute guy now.
Yeah, we're
Boom.
just something that B fits into his schedule every week.
Yeah, well, we're starting later now. He's anxious.
Well,
to
now
get
that
home,
he's
yeah.
thin and crosses his legs all gay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, we can be done.
He doesn't have the energy. He's got cancer.
Stop saying that.
He was getting so mad how I introduced him this weekend.
This is my friend Brendan. He has cancer.
Basically,
He literally just kept saying that. And then people look at you like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's not what you think." I'm breaking out, and I lost my brows.
I have cancer. It's him. I'm hanging out with him.
Yeah.
He's a cancer on my
By the way,
on my,
that is
on my
true.
life.
I didn't have cancer until I started hanging out with you every week.
I have cancer, but an arrow.
I'm with cancer.
With the cancer.
That's the name of the episode. At least we got the name of the. I'm with cancer.
No, you don't have to do that. Enough.
I
With,
hung out with my friend Kelly, who works for Make a Wish,
oh yeah.
and so I was talking about you
Can we
recently.
get him back on? That'd be good
I
for
think
the
he's
show.
too old.
Yeah, I'm way too old.
Oh, there's an age limit. So,
Yeah,
So
you can't
older
be-
people dying can't meet somebody they want. We don't care about
No,
them?
it's about children. But go on.
But you were like 24 when you did it.
He was
no,
Kobe's
I
height.
was 16, you idiot.
Kobe's age and height.
I was 16. Colby was 18, something like that.
He met somebody 2 years
19.
older.
No, he was 3 years older than me.
You
I
were
don't.
17. He was 17.
My make a wish is to be an inspiration for somebody else. Can you introduce me to somebody younger?
What does she do for Make a Wish?
Grant's
don't even
wishes.
know.
No, she
Grant's wishes.
yeah.
a fairy?
Oh my god, it's so funny too because
She's a genie.
I probably
She's a witch
I
grant.
probably shouldn't know this stuff. This is probably like secrets, but like I would overhear her talking about like they're like fixing a roof for someone, and I'm like, that's not the kid's wish.
That's not.
That's not the kid's wish.
Parents trying to get a free roof out of the TV.
Well, I tried to make a joke
What would
about
you
that.
What would you like for a wish? And he's like, a new deck.
And then he looks at his dad.
There was, but
That's like,
but when I went in there,
Before
like
he dies, give me something back.
when I went in there, they have to speak to you alone when I went because like 12-year-old kids were like asking for fax machines for their dads.
Wow.
It's like this
Honey,
is
can you try and get a swimming pool?
and they
listen,
and
you're gonna be dead soon anyway. It doesn't matter.
not
Get
all
me
people
something
die.
I can use.
Yeah, get us long.
But
But something that's
they
going to
also-
appreciate the house value.
They told you they kept telling me he's like don't if you're gonna go for something, go for an experience, okay, not an item.
Yeah, they don't wanna buy
Don't wish
anything.
for a computer, okay? Don't wish for a fax machine, a desk, a roof.
I would like the experience of having someone do my roof.
It's like, well,
I always wanted
Can
to
I have
make
the
the joke.
experience of surviving? Can you can you cure
Yeah,
this?
yeah. I wanted to make
A
the
lot of
joke
them survive.
of like
We've
you
gotten
know,
a bad rap.
the
those
the
kids.
kid like the kid's wish is to like see like the new Marvel movie before it's out. So he like gets to go see it
Oh my
first,
God.
and then like he lives till it comes out, and he's like, "All right, sorry." Blame the doctor. I would have.
Do I get another wish now?
I would have waited in line with you guys.
The Make a Wish.
they told me. You think I know?
You think I want to fucking be dead by now?
The Make a Wish is not your last dying wish. It's a time to give
Yeah.
you joy in a time when you're
You
sick.
should have to give it back if you survive.
It's not a last.
No,
it's
you're
not a-
you're
He did. He gave back Kobe. Kobe's dead now.
Yeah, I did.
Kobe.
But
Okay?
so its purpose was never you're gonna
It's
die.
not your
let's
last
give you
dying.
something.
No,
right?
It should be that.
Well, that's not
No,
what it is.
no,
It's
no.
it's for.
Because then you're making every kid that gets it feels like, well, I'm getting the Make a Wish, so I guess I'm dead.
Oh,
like,
that's true.
Yeah.
You want to give kids like hope to be like,
No, it's-
well,
it's-
only
it's
do this
not
for kids
that
that are
at
gonna
all.
die.
I thought
Yeah,
it should
no.
go with hospice. When you get put in hospice, you get a wish.
I'm sure they probably get other stuff, and I'm sure they get a wish.
Yeah,
But
they get a 6 feet deep in a fucking mess.
no, but they get
You're like, you make a wish, but you're also on death row.
This is my biggest pet peeve about Make-A-Wish. People don't understand it. When I say it was that's why I joke about it, because they're like, "Oh shit, you're supposed to die." It's like, no,
That's how I always thought of it.
you're not.
Yeah.
You're literally. It's.
But that's the perception.
I'm trying
Well,
to
you're
change
here
the
to change
perception.
the
All right,
perception. Yeah.
stingrays can get pregnant. Make-A-Wish kids don't die. Chicks not lazy.
So
all right.
Everybody always knew stingrays can get pregnant. It's getting pregnant with
Nope, you missed
with
me
no
again.
other stingray around.
Oh, I
Is
know.
And they
is
really missed an opportunity naming it Charlotte.
what's her name? Named
They
it
should marry.
Mary.
Yeah.
Well, they'd have to rename it. They didn't name it once it got pregnant.
You're already making up shit. You might
I
as
think
well
I think that
fucking rename
stingray
it.
was more of a Samantha.
Yeah, I don't think the fucking Springray knew it.
Springray. All right, we're done.
All right. This has been fun, guys.
Thank you.
Peace.